Welcome, everybody, to You Again, the podcast. I am your host, Steve Girardet. With me is my partner, my lover, my best friend, and my co-host, Brighton Collins.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brighton Collins.
How are you doing today, Brighton?
I'm doing very well.
Excited for the first episode of the podcast?
Yeah, I'm stoked.
So I think before we get started, we'll tell everyone at home kind of what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
So we're trying to showcase people in Vancouver who are leading, I guess, unconventional lives.
Yeah.
You know, mostly in the arts, not working that 9-to-5 grind.
Yeah.
Maybe they are working that 9-to-5 grind, but they have a side hustle.
Yep.
You know, maybe they're a comic like myself. Maybe they're an artist. That kind of thing. So that's kind of like the
premise of our whole podcast.
Yeah, and those are the types of people we're going to be talking with.
Absolutely. Interesting people.
Interesting people we find interesting, and we hope you find interesting. So without further ado,
Yes.
our first guest today I'm very excited about is Andrea Jin. She is one of my favorite comics in Vancouver. She's one of yeah, you are. I think you're so funny.
Thank you.
Right now, she's in the finals of SiriusXM Top Comic. She could win $25,000 and a spot at Just for Laughs in Montreal. You might have heard her on JFL Northwest Best of
the West.
Best of the West.
We're in the West, baby.
Yeah. And she's also working on her first album.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So welcome, Andrea.
Yeah,
Hi.
Andrea Jin, everybody.
Andrea Jin.
Thank you for having me. I just realized that this is a plastic straw
Are you against that?
on my apple juice that I requested. I thought that this is not allowed.
I know. I feel
Is
like
it?
cool organic ones probably have paper straws, but
What?
right now we're just cheaping out. We've got a budget.
I'm the
Wait, are they
devil.
actually illegal? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, in Vancouver, that's
it's
like a-
banned. I thought like in North America or
In all of North America,
I don't know.
plastic
Not
straws
in
are out.
Mexico. Mexico, they're like, we're still gonna.
Has that
They're like, we're into it.
Has that started yet, or is that like something to come?
Oh, that's a thing.
Have you ever been to...
That was like in the news.
Yeah, like A&W recently. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but paper straws, like I get they save the environment. I'm all for it. No one wants a straw in a turtle's nose. But I recently went to A&W and their paper straws are the worst. Like I think there's
Yeah.
like definitely a spectrum and they've got to be at the bottom of
Maybe
that
it's a
spectrum.
prank. Maybe they're doing a prank.
Like you put it in, it's just hard to come up. It's melty in your mouth.
Yeah, they turn into mush,
What's going on?
and it's pretty obvious. So what we should be doing is just biting off the ends of Twizzlers. And using
Oh
them.
my god. Yeah,
Right?
that's a really good
Ew,
idea.
imagine a Twizzler and a root beer.
That'd be
Actually,
Actually,
that'd be
sounds
good.
delicious.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think
I was like, what?
yeah. What?
Wait, do we just get a business idea?
Oh, call Dragon's
I have
Den.
to patent this.
Yeah.
So Andrea,
Thank
how long
you.
have you?
Sorry, I got distracted. I was like looking at this. Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing stand up?
It's
Yeah.
been 4 years. Yeah,
Did you
4
start when
years.
you're 19 then?
Yeah.
That's quick
I started, wow. Yeah. Wow.
I would not be able to have done
You'd
that.
be good at crib.
Cribbage? The
Yeah,
game? Yeah, I
the
like
game.
cribbage.
Yeah, I was taught crib by my boyfriend's dad,
Oh.
like
Cribbage
last
is
weekend. No, it's not. It's, it's not. It's just
I'm
counting.
like an old man. I like euchre. I like cribbage.
I feel like you'd play
backgammon.
Yahtzee if you needed.
It's literally just adding.
Oh fuck!
Like
I'd hate
what?
that. Then. I'd hate that.
It's actually just who's the best at adding.
No,
Like,
no. I'd be out so fast, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm actually over this game. Like,
Yeah.
get like too upset about it. You know what I mean? When you get like, okay, I think I'm over it.
Yeah, I kept being like, I kept quoting Game of Thrones during the cribbage. I was like,
What?
in the Game of Thrones, you die or something. And then,
Is that a direct quote from the Game of Thrones?
No, it's
you
not.
die.
I think Game of Thrones was a waste of time because I never watched it except for the last 2 episodes.
yeah,
No, you didn't, Steven. You watched like
Two episodes. The last 2 episodes with you.
yeah. I
And
guess.
so I got her to catch me up in
Okay.
about 40 minutes. She told me who everyone was. And then I watched the last 2 episodes and I felt like I watched the whole thing.
Yeah. You know what? I did that too. Levi did that for me. I feel
Oh,
like people
shit.
are doing.
There you go.
Because
Yeah.
it's like hype. It's like when the Raptors won. It's like, wait, what? Who's in this?
You're like,
you
this
know?
is Kyrie.
Yeah,
But then,
It's even on-
but
yeah.
then no one watched The Journey too. You just watch
I don't
the
know what that
finals.
is.
The,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Journey to, like,
Oh,
I don't know what
Journey
that is. What is
I
the
don't know.
Journey to?
I don't know what
I
that
haven't
thought
seen
you
the
were-
Journey one.
I thought you were referencing a basketball tournament, and I was like,
You're
The
like, I don't
Journey
know. I haven't seen that one yet.
yeah. But anyway.
But no, so you've been doing it for 4 years.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is already off to a good start.
Okay, thank you. 4 years. It's good. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Well, you've done a lot in 4 years for
Yeah.
for
shit.
most comics.
I didn't actually like take it very seriously until I know like so many comics say this. They're like, oh yeah, I like.
Do they? I have no idea. Like, I feel like this whole world of stand-up comedy is just, I'm getting such a better insight on it with Steven just because, well, he's a part of it, right? But yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, well, like, don't you find that a lot of comics say like, oh, I didn't actually start until like 2 years
Is that kind of a
ago.
cop-out?
I had a weird.
A little.
Yeah.
I had like a weird start. It was like when I first started. I started in a small town in Ontario.
Oh.
So we had to drive like a half an hour, 45 minutes just to get to an open mic.
Okay.
And then even drive an hour to get to an open mic in Toronto, right? So we said, fuck it. So we just started our own show, and it turned out being an amazing show that we ran for like 4 years.
Which
And
small town?
Brantford, Ontario, home of Wayne
Oh.
Gretzky.
Oh.
That's our claim to fame.
I love that.
And Phil Hartman.
Which town is Justin Bieber from?
Stratford.
Oh, I was
Right.
gonna say Kitchener. Is that?
Nope.
No. I just like threw out a random
You're just like
Ontario.
Kitchener.
Kitchener?
No,
Mississauga? Like, just throwing out
Is that
random.
something?
same area. They're all somewhat close. They're all like an hour and a half.
There's
something
so
like that.
many little places around there, I find.
But
Yeah.
but
I started in London, Ontario.
oh, you started in
what?
London?
Like, not really. Like, I went to university there for like 2 years.
Oh.
For business school.
Western?
Yeah, Western.
Okay.
For business school, and like I hated it, and I realized I don't care about business, right?
Well, yeah.
And then I saw that other kids were doing like film, writing, and I was like, oh, you could just do what you want. And then I joined. Yeah, I was like, what? Because I was living here like with my family, and they were all like Asian.
Because you're from here,
Do you
right?
know like Doug
Yeah.
Koning and Jason Allen?
No, I didn't
Okay.
get that into it. Like I
Okay,
I
you're
did
just doing some open
I did like
mics?
one show. I didn't even do open mics. I literally did one show, and I was like, this is bullshit. And then I like left.
Fuck this. Yeah, but for me, so I did it for like 2 years, and I was really gung ho about it. Like, I was like really grinding, and then after that, it was more of a party for me. That's when I was drinking a lot. So it was like more of an excuse to get drunk for free. Like, I was running my own show, so I got to drink for free at the show, all that kind of stuff. But then once I got sober,
That makes sense.
then I kind of kicked it back, and I was like, all right, I got to get in, like, back to where I was. So, like, the last 2 years, I've kind of, like,
Yeah.
been way more into it.
I feel like all comics do that, where they kind of like fuck around in the beginning. They're like, whatever, blah.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, it
And
is
you need
very
that
fun.
fun phase.
Exactly. And then you're like, you buckle down. You're like, wait, what do I want from this?
Do you feel like there's like a turning point when you're in that kind of in between where you first start, where you realize like, oh shit, this is what I want to do, or like I'm good at this?
I
Like,
think it's when you, I was just going to say, I think
You know
it's
what I
when
mean?
when you actually see that you're actually doing pretty good. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
actually
that's what
making
triggers
people
it.
laugh. I'm actually writing material.
Yeah.
That's like
Right.
a turning point, I think.
And when your friends pass you. That's
Yeah,
that's when you're like, oh shit, I better like stop fucking around, you know?
That hurts.
Oh yeah, like your friends that like sometimes some of them started after you, and then they're like, and then I'm like, oh okay, I should stop like doing coke at the keg. You know?
But and that's the thing too is comics get super jaded too whenever anyone gets something. I think is like comics get like so jealous, even if it's your best friend. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, I should have got that. That should have been mine.
I think people get like that just in general with success. Like,
Yeah.
but I
With
feel like with
everything.
comedy,
with everything in
it's so
stand-up,
personal. Right?
Yeah, people take it personally. People are like,
Yeah.
like I've heard people just. I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but like just people in general, just like
calling
being like
people out.
behind their good friends' back, just being like, they didn't deserve that. I should have got
There's
that.
so much of that. Like it's insane. I used to I don't think I've ever had that attitude. I've always been like pretty happy for people,
Right.
but I would be like, oh, like how can I do that, you know? And
Yeah.
but like
But I feel like that's why you're probably rising up so much right now, is that you're looking at that and thinking, what can I do to better myself?
thank you. Yeah. But I did used to like get kind of jealous, but I would still,
For sure.
I just wouldn't. But now I'm like, there's enough to go around. Like it
Right.
doesn't
That's
matter.
what I've always said is like there's enough room for all of us. We're all so unique. We all have different styles.
Yeah.
There's enough stage time for everybody. There's no need to get jealous. Like that's something I've always been glad that I never like had was like
That little jealousy bone.
that seed of jealousy where
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I wish I had that. Because like when my friend gets something, I'm so stoked. I'm the
Me
first person to
too.
share it on Facebook, Instagram. Like I get excited for other people.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like take note. Like,
Yeah.
Like Mace Scaloni. I remember him telling me back in the day like how he got to open for Doug Stanhope and stuff, and all he did, I think his dad might have done it mostly at the beginning, but his dad like contacted Doug Stanhope saying like my son's a big fan. Then he ended up opening for him, and now
That's
he's
crazy.
opened for him like 3 times. So that's how I got that Theo Von gig.
Amazing. Yeah.
Was
He
I was just-
inspired you.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, you can contact these people.
Yeah.
So I just found his email.
That's
and
what I did to Ali Wong, and she was like, "Fuck off." No, she didn't say that. Just kidding. She didn't say that. Like she's obviously so busy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you inspired me too, and I was like, just shoot your shot, right? Like,
well, that's
just
it.
just do it, right?
Yeah.
Like just put it out there. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Exactly.
But
Like there's no
you
point in
try.
not trying.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. And then I remember people being like, do you know him? And I'm like, no, I just emailed him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we ended up hanging out with him for a while.
Yeah, that
And
was cool.
I was like, I was just saying thank you and stuff. And he was like, hey man, you were persistent. He was like, that's why I gave it to you. He was like, you were funny and you were persistent.
Yeah.
He was like, I respect that.
But I think you also have to
He's so-
realize
that's cute.
He's
Yeah.
dude, he was the nicest person ever.
that was like someone that's looking in the same direction as well. I mean, he's giving you that opportunity because obviously
Yeah.
he's been given those opportunities. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So
Yeah, you
it's
can
just
tell
it's a
he's a
snowball that kind of
Great guy. Yeah, like
Rolls.
yeah, and also when like comics do well, when your fellow comedians do well, it makes us all
Yeah.
look good.
Absolutely.
Because if there's when one person goes up, there's more to come because
Yeah.
people will pay more attention. They'll be like, wait, comedy? Like, and
Well, I
they'll be
was-
like,
yeah.
oh,
when the
people
scene's
in
doing
Vancouver?
good,
Yep.
when the scene's doing good, everyone's doing good.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Exactly.
telling Steven that a couple nights ago. We were just having a conversation about comedy in Canada. And I was like, I feel like comedy is more mainstream now, if that makes sense. And it kind of, I think it was super high in the 90s. And then we kind of took a dip in like the early 2000s. And now it's on the rise. I mean, you look at Netflix, how many specials are out
Yeah.
there? How many people are
They
doing
give them
things?
to everyone except for us.
Just like
Except for
everything
us.
is happening.
Yeah, there's another boom. Yeah, that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It was the comedy boom of the 80s, and then there was a lull, I think, in the 90s and early
Oh my
2000s.
god, not at all what I
Okay.
just said. I said the complete opposite of you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, pay attention.
for vast knowledge of
We're gonna
comedy.
bully you.
Yeah,
Because we're gals.
We're gonna team up on you. Look out, Steven.
I should have said on the end.
We're a couple of Veronicas.
Yes.
I
You-
used to be so confused by Veronica and Betty because I'm like, which one am I? Like, because I was like, I'm Asian. Like, what?
Is she Asian? No, she's not.
No, she's not.
She has
That's
dark-
why.
she has dark hair.
That's
She has
why
dark hair.
I was confused because I was like, who am I in this? You know. But yeah,
Like we didn't have the.
yeah. I was like, I identify with Jughead.
I like hamburgers. So you were originally from China?
Yeah. I
just didn't have that
You're
one
like
easy.
guessing.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm like, you are assuming? No.
Just really.
No, I am actually. I say that all the time. I mean, not all the time, but yeah, I moved here when I was like 9, 10-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from Shanghai, yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, I lived there all my life until 10, and I moved here, and I learned English.
You didn't know any English before you moved here?
No, but they taught a little bit of English.
Like in
and
school?
stuff?
In school, yeah, because they were just preparing for domination, right? You know, and so they were very smart. Like China school was very smart.
Is that what they call it there?
China school.
China
I
school.
remember back in the Maritimes, so I'm from New Brunswick. And believe it or not, in high school we had a Mandarin course, and I learned for one semester kindergarten level Mandarin, and I failed that course because it was so fucking hard. Like,
yeah, it's
what do
very
you
I mean, we didn't like practice doing symbols, but like it
Yeah.
was like learning to just like form a sentence. It doesn't sound like how you would ask a question. It's the weirdest.
Yeah. No, it's very,
Like,
it's different from
listening.
English because like English
sure.
is Latin, right? And then like
Yeah.
there's the other side, like languages have two branches, right? Some fall into Latin and some fall into, I don't even know what the other one, but just the one that category that
Asian.
Yeah,
Asian?
like Asian characters. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like I think. Okay, I was about to say hieroglyphs, but like
The way they write.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pictures, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, each word is a picture. But yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I speak
That's
Mandarin.
insane.
Mandarin. And is
Actually-
how different is Mandarin and Cantonese? Is that
It's pretty different. Yeah. Like I can't understand. I can understand Cantonese a little bit. Like I can tell what they're saying. It's like, okay, there's not really an example. It's like, no, I can't think of an English example. Maybe like Portuguese and like
Okay.
Greek. No,
What?
don't talking out of
I
my
was just
ass.
gonna say which is ironic. The only thing I know how to say in Mandarin is I like apple juice, and you're fucking
God,
drinking
say
apple
it.
juice.
Say it.
Oh, okay.
Say it.
Okay, well, I mean, like, don't make fun of me. I think okay, so
I'm
it's
gonna make fun of you.
a problem.
Yeah, we're gonna make fun of you.
Wo ai ping wa zhi.
Oh, that's actually so good.
Is it?
Was
I mean, it wasn't, but like it.
You're like that was actually shit.
No, but that was like really cute, and I really like that.
Can you say it again for me, please?
I enjoyed that very
Wo
much.
ai ping wa zhi.
Oh,
Because I know the jerk has to be like short or something. I'm probably
Jerk.
like, can you say I
Yeah,
like
you
apple
say
juice?
it.
我爱苹果汁.
See?
No, you say it.
Well, no, because I feel like because if I say it now, I'm gonna like put an Asian accent on it, and then that's just not cool. So I'll just white it up for a bit. Well, I ping wa zhi.
Yeah, that was very good. Good job. Yay.
Thank you. Basically
I never
Chinese.
knew that. She's my
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she never tells me she likes apple juice.
Now I'm her girlfriend.
Yeah,
That's
how-
actually what that means.
That's how that works in China.
She's my girlfriend now. But yeah, like I learned English here, pretty much. Yeah, but they did have a little bit of
Did you
English
learn
classes.
like
there.
in school, like when you got here, or
Yeah, I learned in school, and I
Must've been
also
tough.
learned from. It was like, but I learned a lot from watching sitcoms and like
yeah,
watching
yeah.
stand up, and that's why I loved comedy for a very
Okay.
long time. And then and my mom would bring home the box set of like Friends with Chinese subtitles, and I would just watch
Oh,
it.
cool.
And
That's
I
what they
loved-
say, like for any language to do, is to watch your favorite show, especially if you already know the words to something. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I already kind of know what's gonna happen in this
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
And say you're learning French or Spanish,
Watch it in that.
watch it in that
subtitles.
with English subtitles.
Yeah,
That's
If
cool.
And I watch a lot of
English
Family
speakers
Guy.
Oh.
Whoops. Yeah. Because it's like a cartoon, right? So I just
Yeah,
saw it and
you
I
just
was like,
assumed like this
You're
is
like, this is
this
for
is
kids.
for me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
10.
Did you
And
guys move straight to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We moved straight here.
The big move.
Yeah, it was
Rough
good.
flight.
Yeah. Flights used to be so much more fun. I used to get like stickers when I flew. Like I remember, and no, like I think
feel
just-
like the plane was bigger.
Okay, maybe.
I feel like those planes have gotten smaller. Is that what you're about to say?
No, I think they put more seats in it.
And also,
Oh,
and
really?
like more amenities for international flights.
I feel like but I feel like all planes were just made in like 1982. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Like for real though. Like I
Yeah.
feel like nothing has been updated except for like Air Canada Rouge, which
yeah,
is
no, for
all-
sure.
Yeah.
the flight I always take from Vancouver to Toronto, Toronto to Vancouver.
Yeah.
You get on, you're like, shit, this is nice. We got
This is-
neon lights in here. Like it's like a party. As
Remember
soon as
we
you
got
get in.
upgraded that one time?
Yeah, I bet
Wait,
it was
is
on
this
Air Canada
an
Rouge.
ad for Air Canada Rouge?
Air Canada Rouge, if you want to sponsor us, let us know.
Let us know because I'm willing to sponsor you.
No, they're willing to sponsor us.
Us.
Brighton's willing to do dirty stuff.
For Air Canada Rouge.
That's why she wore that red shirt.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. It's just subliminal.
So, what was I going to ask you? Oh, yeah. So, do you find it, like, as a comic, like, I know for myself, like, I have Tourette syndrome. And a lot of my friends are like, you should write jokes about Tourette's. And, like, that's perfect. It's comedy gold. And I'm like, I don't want to be the Tourette. I don't want to be the Tourette's guy. Like, I don't want that to
That's
define
not
me.
your shtick, yeah.
So do you find yourself, like, you try to write more than just, like, Asian jokes? Do you know what I mean? Like, try and, like, stray away from that so that you're not just, like, another Asian
stereotypical
Asian
relying on
comic?
that almost.
Of course. That is something that I have been thinking about for a long time. Like, probably since I started, because that's actually gonna be like the focus of my album, kind of.
Okay. Stereotypical.
Well, like, I don't have any material on it, but it's basically like, it's just, I want people to see me as a person.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
cool.
and
Absolutely.
I do have Asian jokes just because it is a big part of my identity.
100%.
But
yeah,
like,
I feel like you can't
Just like
fully stray away
I have
from that.
sober jokes
Yeah.
because it's a huge part of my life,
Yeah.
but it's not all I do.
yeah, exactly. Like you eat bread.
Yeah, and I
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, that's the relatable thing. Though.
Yeah, you're like,
that everybody, not keto. Never mind. People don't eat bread anymore. Actually, that's a bad
gluten.
example.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, people don't eat bread.
I have an opinion on circumcision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a joke I do, and that's a
Pro?
That's a trending topic.
Pro? Con?
No, I'm against it.
Okay.
Con.
I'm against it.
Yeah.
it's-
Oh, yeah. No, that's a
It's
good.
bad.
That's good.
It's bad. It's mutilating.
It's mutilating,
a
and it's
mutilation.
2019, and this is literally kind of my joke. Is one like a tag in my joke is I say it's 2019. We have enough hot water and soap to clean all the dicks in the world. We don't need to be doing this anymore.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Oh yeah.
But it's true.
uh-huh.
It's like
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I just think it's like
Yeah.
why? Like why?
Yeah. No, it is stupid.
But yeah, do you have any Asian things?
Oh yeah, I was
or-
like, what were we talking about? I was like thinking about dicks. I was like,
Too much TikTok. Andrew's just like,
going
"Oh."
on?
dicks.
Took a poll.
Yeah, I do like. But for a while, I was like super against it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do another Asian joke this year. And then
year.
yeah, I was like, this whole year, I'm gonna write only jokes about being a person. And then I was like, wait, why? Like, it is still my identity.
Yeah.
To have that rule is ridiculous. But I can do Asian jokes without making it stereotypical. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like
Because it's
it's
your
just me.
experience as an Asian woman,
Person.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's where I think it's like the difference between stereotypical and then making it really your own is like this is how I experience it. And like that's what I do with like being sober is like my experience getting sober, being sober.
Yeah.
Like my journey, whatever you want to call it, is completely different than someone else's.
For sure.
Just like
Yeah.
your life has been completely different than someone else's. Like I work with a bazillion Asian people and
What do you do?
I'm the food production manager at Lionsgate Hospital.
It's like,
my God.
what?
So
How
I,
did he ever?
I have like I have like 90 Filipino women that work for me.
Oh,
And they go, "Hi boss."
That's cute. They're
Morning,
cute.
boss.
So cute. There was like on a whiteboard, Steven sent me a photo one time, and it was just like, Steve is the boss. Like,
Yeah. That was my first day.
That's
like,
so cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
I feel tall there.
Yeah, I'm considered tall again. Like, cause
Really?
I was in, I grew up like the high school, the area that I lived in, Vancouver, growing up. It was a lot of Asian people there, and I was considered tall amongst my group
Really?
of friends. Yeah, because they were all like,
like, there's the giant coming along.
Yeah, and then now I'm like short because I'm with comics now who are like mostly like white or other races. Yeah, and like they're all taller.
True.
But no, that's cool though. I mean, like, do you find that you, as a woman in comedy, do you feel like you play off that as well, or do you try to like? Because I feel like there's some people who are like, no, I'm gonna be like everyone else. Like, I'm not a, I'm not a woman, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they just stay away from it. They're like,
Period
Yeah.
jokes.
yeah, like
Yeah.
exactly. I'm a slut. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's
I'm
true
a
though.
slut.
I've heard a lot of even just being around. Like, I feel like every time. I mean,
Not every time.
not every time, but like most times, I hear women who go up on stage, and it's just like they'll try to play that opposite end or go to the complete end of the spectrum, being like, well, guys can talk about it. Well, I can
Yeah.
talk about it too, which is cool. Do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I find like, I don't know, do you stand up, but I feel like there's probably a fine line with that being like, do I want to veer on that side?
Yeah, well, I just think like I used to think a lot about that, like what should I do, what kind of material should I do, but really like now I'm much more chill. It's like it doesn't really matter. It's like if you're just yourself, like you can talk about anything you want. You can have I can have all Asian jokes if I want. If it's a reflection of me, that's fine. Like if people can see that I'm being myself, I'm comfortable, they're gonna like what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like I can only talk about being a woman or something. You know, it's like it just depends who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it comes down to really like if you're up there and you're telling jokes that maybe they're funny, but you don't enjoy telling them. You're just telling. You know what I mean? It's like
people can tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you think you can hide on stage, but you can't. Like
oh my god,
everything.
People, that's what I say to Brighton all the time. People are smarter than you think.
Oh yeah. Oh, audiences. Some are very stupid.
Yeah.
But they can still like see. They see everything.
And they feed off your energy too.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I feel so bad. Steven always makes fun of me for doing this, but whenever we go to an open mic and it's like, I don't want to say like a shitty open mic, but it's like a
when someone's crashing and burning.
When someone's crashing and it's so obvious, or there's just like not a crowd, or I wasn't aware of this, but a lot of when only comedians go to open mics to practice new material. I didn't know you guys did that, but
we don't do it on purpose. It's just no one shows up.
It's just very hard for everyone to be like, like in the back while this person's trying new bits, right? But I always feel bad because I am not a comedian. You know what I mean? I just sit there and Steven always makes fun of me for doing it, but when someone's bombing and they're like, you know what I mean? And they kind of tell a joke like that, and I'm like, yes.
She'll respond to
I'm like,
rhetorical question.
Like,
she'll be like,
so
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I'm like, I've had a birthday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, you haven't.
I'm just like, don't have to talk to them.
Yeah, Steven's like, enough, look away. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
Like, I feel bad.
yeah, I feel so bad, but I feel like that's just normal for you
That's
guys.
like it's like kind of like the homeless situation here. I'm like comparing, like like
I get it.
people here that live in Vancouver, they're so desensitized to the homeless here.
Absolutely.
And like to a point, like, cause I still get pretty uncomfortable, like if a homeless person is talking to me and I always answer, cause I'm like, I don't want them to feel invisible.
Like they're not a person.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know where we were going with that. I was like, homeless people? Like,
no, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but sometimes they like take advantage. Like, this guy outside of this bakery that I was going into, he was like, oh, can someone get me an apple tart? Everyone's ignoring him. And I was like, oh, I'll get it for you. And then he was like, oh, can you get me 2 apple tarts, 1 pork bun, and a Diet Coke?
you're like, what?
And I was like, you want a Diet Coke? Do you want a straw? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know?
He's like, make sure it's plastic.
Yeah, right?
It's like, fuck the paper straws.
I know. He was so like he just, you know, was pushed it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got all those things, but I was like, what? And then also this one time, this guy was like, oh, can someone get like anything? And then I was like, oh, I don't have any change, sorry. And he's like, and I was holding like my phone or something. He was like, what about that? I was like, I'm not gonna give you my phone.
You're like,
what?
This? Of course.
Yeah.
Make a call.
Yeah,
I was like, I need it.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
get
I'm
weirded out
sorry.
sometimes when I see like, I mean, well, we live in the West End, so there's so surprise, we live in the West End, but on Davie Street, there's obviously homeless people, not as much as like you
Not
see
nearly
downtown,
as
not
much.
nearly at all. But I mean, there still are, but it's a different kind of homeless person. It's like you walk
Really?
by and you're like, yeah, they've got a dog, they've got a speaker,
yeah.
they've got a bed, and you're like, how do we
living it up.
get
They got their
here?
rats in a circle.
Like literally, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
They've
Like
got a home base. Like,
they have a home base, which is interesting because I always think to myself, is it because, I mean, the West End is primarily like, it's the village, right? It's like all the gays are there. So it's like, I feel like
people are just more generous.
maybe gay people are more generous. I mean, I can only think in my own head, like, well, they probably don't get harassed like they would. Like, I just think, is it just a better place for them to settle down? But then you're like, is that not the right, like, are they just
Maybe.
comfortable? Yeah, but it's interesting.
Sounds like a sitcom, right? A pilot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, homeless people.
In the West End, homeless in everywhere else. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, it's like Real Housewives, but just homeless.
Homeless in the West
Homeless
End.
in the West End, homeless on East Hastings.
That'd be a real
Different
sad
life.
show.
That'd be great. Your new music video.
Oh my
It's
god.
the greatest thing I've watched in a long time.
Why?
Thank you so much.
Like
Thank
actually,
you.
it's so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
we'll put the
Thank
link to it, or
you.
we'll show it up on the screen
Yeah,
or
we'll
something.
share it.
But
Oh my
we'll
God.
share it. But it's yeah, I had no idea you did it until Steven went to work and he sent it to me. Or no, I saw it on his story and I was like, what is this video? It was just like a
Oh my
really
God.
sexy like screen grab of you like with a dog like lying there. And I was like, what did Andrea do? Started watching and I'm like, is this real? And then you don't want to assume, and then you keep watching. You're like, oh my god, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, so
Thank
good.
you so much.
The $30.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That was like okay. I'm gonna make a post about that soon.
Holy shit.
Basically,
That's
like
what I said. I was like, that fucking $30 that she's flaunting.
It's
I'm
great.
Like,
It's so
fuck.
subtle because it's not 20.
It's
it's
$30.
$30.
Just
I'm
boom.
rolling in it.
Yeah,
Like
it's the perfect amount.
So just
Yeah.
explain to everyone what the idea was behind it.
but also,
why did you do that?
Oh, okay, I will. But also the $30. Yeah, we're like, do we have more money? I was like, nope, that's all I have in my purse.
And
I was
that's
like,
all we
okay,
need.
let's go with it. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's great. Like it was the bills with women on it too. Yeah, that was a little like
It's like it for the kids
Easter
at
egg.
home.
yeah, 'cause- yeah. But anyways, the
kids
idea
studying it,
for
yeah.
the video, like Selena Gomez, like
The good for you video.
good for you video.
Yeah.
She was on the ground all the time, and I was
She's
like,
just laying in a couch. And
she
you're
just
like,
looks so energyless and like she's
Yeah.
just so like worn down because she loves this guy, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
And then I noticed in other videos like the girls would do that too, like Rihanna, California King Bed. She's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just like lying down, she's like like in
Yeah.
a
She's
field.
so sad, but she's
Yeah, and
not
like
sad. I think it's just like, this is what sexy is, right?
yeah, she's like I'm always on the edge of coming because
Yeah.
I'm so in love.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
like
I'm so in love.
they always have like cum face almost.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, like it just, and I was like, what is it? Like, I guess, what is it about just love songs and like being in love, I guess. And then all these girls are just lying down. They just can't get up. And I was like, oh, okay, I can make a video about that. Like,
Yeah.
make a song around that. So yeah, just the video is basically, an R&B pop singer who it's a love song. And she's so in love that she's unable to get up, and she can just roll around and
crawl sometimes.
yeah,
Girl.
yeah. Sometimes she can crawl. Yeah, yeah. 'cause
And then the dog comes in. That's so funny.
So your dog.
oh my god, he was so close to not being in the video at all. Can you believe
Why?
that?
What?
Because
Your dog's name is Wansai.
Wansai.
So what does
yeah.
Wansai means?
It means lots of money.
$30.
Yeah, it means $30. No, it doesn't. But like it means money.
Like good
Chinese.
fortune,
Good for like
wealth,
it literally means lots of money.
like rich.
Like it literally means
Like
lots
what she
of
just
money.
said.
So
She's like, it means lots of money. We're like, $30?
One word means 3 words.
Pretty like it's like
Oh,
a
shit.
variation of it, you know,
Yeah.
of saying that. But
whole
he
symbol
was
thing.
so close to not being in it. But then the second day, so we shot
Got
it
his
in
shit
2
together.
days. The second day of the shoot, I was like, this seems too serious. I feel like people are gonna think that this is a real music video.
Throw the dog in.
I know, and then I was like,
Put me in, coach.
yeah, and I called Levi. And I was like, can you bring the dog? And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, no, I want him to be in it. And
Yeah.
then we got so many shots with the dog, like last 30 minutes of the shoot. And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh my god, can we
Him
get more?
Walking on the white screen
Oh my God.
and his dick.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
He has such a big dick.
That's I didn't want to say it, but
He has a huge dick.
he's got a huge
Your dog?
dick.
For the size of my dog, that's a
Your
huge,
dog weighs what? 2 pounds? 3 pounds?
No, I don't think that's inaccurate. Probably like 10 pounds.
No, like
Like-
5
Yeah,
max.
he-
5
He's
pounds? I know it's a
tiny.
little dog.
Yeah.
And his dick is 3 of those pounds.
Oh.
And your dog is gay.
Yeah, my dog's also gay. Like he
Which is so progressive.
It's, I mean, like,
My dog is so gay. He
2019.
only likes Levi. My boyfriend. He
Yeah.
only humps. I have presented my arm to him, and because like he'll lick Levi. He'll he'll try to court him and stuff, and then I'll present my
Court
arm.
him.
And then he's like, no. He's really like, he turns away and he like goes back to licking Levi's arm. And then Levi's like, get the fuck away from me. Like,
Yeah.
don't fuck me. I'm your brother.
Your brother.
How long have you and Levi been together?
2 years.
2 years. Oh, shit.
And Levi's also a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
we've talked a lot about Levi.
Yeah.
Levi's also a comic, and we're gonna have him on soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully the two of you together, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very different dynamic.
What's that like being in a
Well,
comedian?
he's white.
No, just being two comedians in a relationship. I feel like Steven and I are already so competitive just in our own lives
Wow,
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like,
Interesting.
we're competitive. But no, just always trying to one up each other.
With what?
Sex.
Oh,
no.
okay. Oh, okay.
I want to have
Say
it.
no more.
She doesn't.
Yeah, just one upping each other every other day.
With the no sex.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think so, sir. No. But
I'll
with
do all the work. No. Still
You
hard.
can just like lie there.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's not like I'm not that, I'm competitive, but with myself, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So whenever he gets something or like anyone gets anything, I'm happy for them, but
Right.
then I'll be like,
Absolutely.
oh, I gotta do more. And for him, he's kind of like that too. So
Right.
we don't really bump heads. Like we're just like kind of just happy for each other.
You more push each other.
Yeah.
Which is healthy. That's awesome.
Yeah, but we will run stuff by each other a lot.
Ooh,
And if it's
that's
negative,
sticky.
it's a fight.
yeah,
I was
you
gonna
know?
say
it's a fight.
she tries to give me comedy advice.
Okay,
And
no.
she's not a comic, and I'll just be like, babe, listen, I get where you're coming from.
I
You're
don't give him comedy advice.
You're trying to help,
Yeah.
but like that. But then she'll just, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying. I'm like,
No,
well,
no.
Just stop.
My notes at all, I'm like, you should speak slower because we don't know what you're saying. Like shit like that.
That's
Like it's
fair.
That's
for everyone,
fair.
not you. Like
You're
I
like,
think you're
Steven, you
perfect.
do speak fast.
You're perfect. Don't
Thank you,
simmer. Okay.
Just a major trigger. Steven's like, I don't talk fast.
Right, Andrea?
But yeah, no, comedians are very sensitive. That's the thing.
And that's the other thing too.
That's
I didn't
all
realize
artists.
that. I didn't
But
realize that at first.
If you told me, I would take it.
That's
Oh,
fucking
really?
bullshit.
If she tells me, I'm not taking it.
What?
Yeah, because
That's
in my
dumb.
eyes, you are not a comic. So I'm just like,
You are not a comic.
no, no. I'm just like,
That's fucking
well,
bullshit.
okay. How would you feel if like someone who had done like 2 open mics came up to you and was like, hey, Andrea, I have some advice for you.
Well, if they're doing open mics,
That's different, Steven.
if they're like a
I'm
regular
asking a question.
person, if they're a regular person, I would be like, like, well, but for whenever anyone gives me advice, like I do,
Mull it over.
like
To an extent.
not really. I usually don't listen, but like,
See?
but
Exactly.
no, but like I appreciate where they're coming from. I
Right.
get that they're trying to help,
That's what I tell her. I appreciate it, but fuck off.
but it's like no one gets it except for me. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm me. Like, that's
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
what I try
I feel that.
That's what I try and tell her is like, you know, at the end of the day when I'm up there, this is just me doing my it's my
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's so personal
yeah.
that it's like I don't know how to describe it. Like
Right. Exactly.
Like the way I'm doing it, the pauses I take, like, you know, every little detail
It's your set.
is
Yeah.
mine, and it's mine.
But I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say, I'm not saying that I'm like perfect. I'm never going to change. Like
No,
I
yeah,
do
no,
want,
absolutely.
I know obviously I can improve, but it's like,
Yeah.
it depends. It really depends like
But I
what
feel with
people
a-
say.
With a partner though, like already you're kind of just like,
Yeah.
all right, what are you gonna say to me, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot different from just a random person saying something. But with Levi, for example, like when you do have that, is it like, hey, I think because he's been doing it longer than you, right?
Yeah, 8 years
8 years
for him. Yeah.
So do you feel like you're like, okay, chill out, or like are you like, oh shit, I should probably like listen up because
I do listen to him.
you've been doing this double the time I've been doing it.
When it's weird because when we give each other advice on our stand up, like just oh you should fidget less or you should
Okay.
talk faster, talk slower, enunciate. That we appreciate.
Right.
But if it's certain jokes,
If
You
it's
know,
actual
like
bit.
material.
if it's like an actual bit and he's like and I'm like, oh, have you ever even liked me? Like I'm like Do you hate? Is this a lie? Like, are we?
Did you ever?
Why
think I
are we
was funny?
together? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
Why are we together?
I'm really like, you fucking hate me.
He's like,
And he's like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Is there a joke that like he hates of yours or that you hate of his that you guys are both that you're both like I don't give a fuck, I'm still gonna do it.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm excited
Tell
now.
us.
Just even swivel this
How
way.
long is that? Yes. He whenever he does jokes about his ex-girlfriends, I don't like it.
Oh.
If it's in a positive light.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I'm
think I've
like-
ever heard any of that shit yet.
Yeah, because I don't think he's doing it much.
Like, you're on that one.
Afterwards, I'm always like, I'm like,
You're like, good set.
I'm literally like, I don't love that one, and I'm like, and it's like, and then I'll talk shit about his ex-girlfriends for 45 minutes afterwards, and so I know I'm very petty, but
No, I'm. Well, there you go. We both just said, yeah. I'm pretty fucking petty.
We got you.
And
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my joke, he doesn't like that. I actually don't do anymore, but you know what? I might bring it back. But
Talking about this,
Please
fucking
do.
bring it back. Yeah.
What joke is it?
it's this joke about Instagram where so he met my friends who are my age and like, and then oh no, he didn't. Sorry, that was the joke. He didn't meet my friends,
Okay.
and they're my age, and he followed them on Instagram. And then I made a joke about how like he followed my girlfriends on Instagram. He's never met them, and that's really
Oh,
weird.
it's creepy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
funny,
And he
but I
hates
could
it.
see why he would take offense to that.
Because he didn't know, because he's older, right? He's
Yeah.
like, he's 31, and so okay.
He's
He's
like-
not old, but he's older, like 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he doesn't really get that following people is like hitting on them.
yeah.
You know? He
that's
doesn't
the same as me though. That
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm 27, and so like that's where.
And we're
that's-
23.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is the gap I say is like me and Levi and I are like Facebook era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are Instagram era.
Yeah. So if
right?
someone
so if
adds
someone
me
adds you on Facebook, it was just like,
Cool.
oh, we have mutual friends. Okay.
Instagram,
Accept.
it's like you
Yeah.
want to fuck.
Instagram, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this person wants to fuck me.
Instagram's very
but when
horny.
people follow me on Instagram, I'm just like, I don't think people want to fuck me.
No, yeah, no, it's
Well,
like
you
very
just
horny.
But when it's a girl, I think it's different for girls.
It's very different for
It's
girls.
very different for girls.
Because like, she tries to pretend like guys aren't sliding in her DMs, but I know.
Steven has like a weird
Okay.
fear that someone's just gonna slide into my DM one day and I'm just gonna be like, I'm leaving you for like fucking Ryan scored 99. Like, you know what I
From
mean? Like,
Miami, Florida. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, Levi does that too. He's like,
like,
oh,
what?
I bet guys talk to you. I'm like, I mean, yeah,
Yes,
but
dude.
so? Like, that doesn't
It's
mean anything.
Because we don't
Exactly.
get it.
Because if a girl would slide into your DM, you'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I would feel great about myself.
Oh, look at me.
I'm
fucking
human.
faucet. It must be that post of my stand-up next week. Like,
this is my theory. You guys are so comfortable with it because you're comfortable with yourselves.
Like we're desensitized
because
to
you're
it?
desensitized because you get
Yeah.
it all the time and you're validated all the time. as
But, like,
pretty
we're not,
as pretty
though.
girls. But you are. You're getting messages from random guys just being like, "I love you. I would take care of you." And I don't
that
even,
is like a perfect private. It's like, no one does
and
that.
I don't even know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then for us, it's like my girlfriend doesn't say that to me. it's like so that's why I'm like, my girlfriend doesn't even do that for me. I was like, this guy must really love her.
Oh my
you should go with
God.
him.
I-
you're like, you should go with him.
Yeah, you're like, this is fine. You must love him
you know,
more.
he seems perfect for you.
He treat you like a princess.
yeah, you deserve. You
Yeah.
deserve him.
Yeah,
He
you
probably
deserve
will never
power.
want to have sex.
Yeah. It'll just be great. He'll shower you with gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the joke he hates. He does not like when I do it because it makes him seem creepy. And it does. It does, to be fair. But
Fair. Because girls talk about that shit, right? You'd
Yeah.
be like, weird. I've never met your boyfriend. But just follow me on Instagram.
have you explained to your girlfriends that he's just old?
oh, yeah. They know that. But in the joke, like, he wanted me to be more clear that he didn't understand. And I was like, okay, I can do that.
But does it take away from the funny?
Yeah.
A little.
You explaining it.
A little.
Yeah.
Then Levi, grow up.
Levi.
Suck it up, dude. Because like I tell jokes, I'll take jokes from ex-girlfriends and I'll mold them together
Yeah.
to be the same as like I'll make it just like it's all about Brighton, like a current girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
So I'll take old girlfriend stories and I'll
That's
just
so romantic.
and I'll just
oh my
mash
God.
them together.
Oh my god, I'm flattered. I mean,
But
then
she
you
doesn't-
hear
she
the
doesn't give a
joke.
fuck.
Yeah.
No,
She
I
doesn't
don't
give a
care.
fuck.
No.
As long
I
as
don't
that, because all she cares, which I love, is all she cares about is that I'm getting laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Like but she is like a soccer mom, where it's like she gives me panic attacks before I go on stage because she gets so nervous.
Yeah, like
Because she's like, what if you fuck up? I'm like, then I fuck up. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
it's stressful.
For me, I'm like the goalie on the other team. Because I'm like, don't do the. I know they're funny, but it's about your ex-girlfriend. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Right.
I used to care more, I think, because, yeah, I don't know why. I think I'm
Probably-
just happier now.
I was
think I'm
gonna
a better
say you're
person
probably just
now.
like way more secure.
and we're humans,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
insecurities are super normal, especially
Thank
when it comes
you.
to past partners.
Oh
I
my
think that's
god, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm super guilty of that. I'll be honest.
Steven's the fucking worst
I
with
got
that.
bad.
Like
We were at a
my
bar at Pride, and then like one of her exes was working there, and we're in line to get in, and I'm just like, we're not going here.
yeah, like panicked so hard. I
I
was
was just like, we're not going here.
I would do that too.
I, was
I
just
mean,
like, nope.
and then I was like, you're
He
ruining
was
the
also
night.
running the door,
Oh, wow.
so I was like,
He could have been like,
Nope.
no more mustache guys.
yeah, exactly.
No more mustache straight guys.
The best part about this whole thing was that we were dressed up because we were planning on going to a 90s theme
We
party.
looked like idiots.
We looked so funny. We were wearing big orange splash pants.
Oh, I saw that.
We
I
were
was
wearing
wearing a
crop
crop
tops and
Yeah.
blue little shades. So I mean, Steve was like, I can't meet this guy like this. And I was
yeah, and they looked so masked,
What? That's right.
Yeah,
you
he's
actually
really
could
big.
not face him like that.
right? But then I did, because then we went and
He's like, I
argued for
conquered my
we went and argued for an hour, and then I was
was
like, you
not
know
an
what? I was like, you know what?
hour.
Fuck it, we're going. Let's do this.
He was like, but you have to introduce me as your boyfriend.
Yeah,
so I
like,
was
you
like,
have to you have to announce.
That
all-
is fair because
so I was like, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want him thinking like, oh, this is just another one of Brighton's gay friends.
especially in a crop top.
I was in a crop
It's my
top with
gay
this
friend,
mustache.
Steven.
I looked honestly, Andrea, that night, all of Pride, we were
Looked gay
hanging
as
out with.
hell.
I looked like the gayest out of all
was,
of the
like, the
people we were
most
with, and I
flamboyant.
was the only straight person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, other
wow,
than her,
okay.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, like, came and
I
was like,
wore, Saxe underwear. It's
This
like
is type of brand.
it's like really nice underwear. You should get some for Levi. It's
Okay.
really nice like men's
Take
underwear,
notes, Andrea.
and it has like it has a pocket for your cock and balls, so it keeps everything in place.
I thought that's
and
everything.
it's very flattering. No,
Oh,
there's
no.
it's like a really
Isn't there a pocket for all boxers? Or not
I
all
don't
boxers,
know,
boxers.
man.
not
They're all
really like
confused.
these have like an actual thing that just kind of holds everything in
Oh.
place, so it's very flattering, I guess. So I just wore those and a crop top.
I like met him after work. And
Yeah,
he's like,
and I was just like,
"Hey."
hey man.
He's got like a little hat on. I was
Yeah,
like,
I got a hat and a fanny
"Ooh."
pack on because
He's just trying to barter
box-
with the door person. He's like, okay, if we all put $10 in, we can
Yeah.
all get in past the line. I'm
because I
like,
was greasing because there was like a 2-hour wait to get into the bar.
Oh my
so we
God.
had to grease and we gave him $120.
That's insane.
I know it's fucked.
But between
Actually, I've given about, like
It was-
150
but
with,
it was
with a
split-
big group.
With a
yeah,
group.
exactly.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a group.
yeah.
So he gave us a group rate. That's what he said. He was like, "There's a group rate." I'm like, "You're greasing us at a group rate?"
You're like, what?
what?
I love
Yeah.
it too because Steven obviously doesn't drink. He's completely sober.
Yeah, so I'm paying to get into a bar.
So Steven is
To
just
stand.
the only one focusing on like everyone's like,
yeah.
oh, I think I need a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like just like not paying attention whatsoever. Steven's like, listen, okay, if we do 5 divided by 8, that's like, he's like, and then
He's like playing
okay,
crib.
$30 each.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
playing crib.
Playing crib on my phone. I was
Fuck,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Worst game.
Worst game. What do we have for time?
We are at I think like 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our cap was 30.
No, it was 45.
It was 45. We wanted to keep it.
But
Whoa.
we've been
Yeah.
having fun.
We're
Yeah,
having
no,
too
this
much
is
fun,
great.
Andrea.
Yeah, got 2 apple juices in me. I'm ready.
I know.
Do you have a show tonight?
Are you performing anywhere coming up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, this is coming up this is gonna be out September.
We're gonna be out in September. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what shows, but like now I have like a show every day for August.
That's dope.
Yeah.
for promotion for Top Comics.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
That's good. I voted for you twice already.
Thank you.
Yeah, I voted for you.
Nice.
That's
I've
cool.
already because
Everyone
I've
should vote
got
for
I've got a
Andrea Jin,
top
by the way.
6 that I want to get in, and you're in it.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm not being biased just because you're on our podcast. I
That's
think
really nice.
honestly
Thank you so
deserve it.
much.
You
I really
deserve it.
appreciate that.
Because like I
course.
watched all the videos. I'm not gonna say any other names, but yeah, you were in the top 6
Oh, thank
in
you.
my personal opinion.
When do you find out if you win that?
And the voting, I think like there's a week after where they like
It's
tally
like 2
everything.
weeks of voting.
Okay.
It's 3.
Or 3 weeks of voting,
Yeah.
and then a week of tallying.
I think they're just like getting people hyped up or whatever, making us nervous, making us sweat.
there's a
and
lot of
then-
paid advertising they're doing. Did you see that?
I know. I
Actually,
saw
you know
that.
what's fucked? As soon as because you posted that, I voted for you. And then this is like 2 days ago now. It's been on my feed. And it's like, oh my God, it's just zoning into what I've been doing. And so now I see like top comic, I'm like scrolling on my Instagram.
Sorry.
And it's just like, I'm like, fuck off, Andrea. No, it's so much, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a lot of
They
advertising
did do
for
a
it.
lot of advertising, which is surprising because like the comics are already gonna do it. So I'm
Right.
surprised that
So I heard. So I saw a Facebook status
yeah.
by I think it was Ben, and I think he said like
Who's Ben?
he's
Ben
the guy-
Miner,
Ben
director
Miner-
of Canada Laughs.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's kind of like the boss man when it comes to Sirius XM and
Okay.
Top Comic and stuff. He's
Okay.
been in the game for a long time. Very funny guy from Toronto.
Is he
Yes.
like making the final
Yeah, he's part of.
cut or?
No, but he's
Or is it
like
by vote?
very
He's-
much in charge.
He's
of
very
it.
much involved.
Okay.
He's very much almost
Yeah.
in charge, I guess you
Yeah.
would say.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, I saw a Facebook status about him, and he was like, I think he said like, it's surprising how little people are promoting this for a chance to win $25,000. I'm not sure if this was from last year or
This
something.
was from this
Shade.
year.
You saw that?
This
Yeah.
was because some of the comics weren't
Which makes sense. It's like,
promoting the
yeah.
audition night.
yeah, it's like
yeah.
you get this amazing opportunity and you're not promoting it.
The prize is
So much money.
That's a lot of money.
one in a lifetime.
And
even
JFL.
The money aside, if I don't get the money, I wouldn't even
Yeah,
care.
who cares?
Honestly,
you get JFL.
it's Just for Laughs all over Canada and Just for Laughs Sydney. That's
Yeah.
Sydney,
bonkers.
Australia.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit.
Plus $25,000 cash. Like that's such
Yeah.
an amazing prize.
Yeah.
And then I think the second and third get a prize as well.
second and third get to do Just for Laughs.
Get to do
That's
Just for
awesome
Laughs.
though.
Yeah.
So and in Canada, that's the
pinnacle.
That's the pinnacle.
Oh.
That's what you want.
That's all you can dream of.
That's the end game.
Yeah.
But that in its sense, you were telling me that a couple of weeks ago. It's like once you achieve that, then doors just are open.
Oh,
again.
everything is
Yeah.
open for you.
Because then people know you.
Yeah. People are
It's
like,
such
oh,
a huge platform.
Yeah.
you've been ushered in. Like that's the welcome.
Yeah. So we hope you win.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
everyone
you.
go vote
honestly,
for
I do.
Andrea Jin. We'll put
Yeah,
the
everyone
link
vote for it.
up.
Yeah.
Everything like
If
that.
it's not over by the time we post this.
Yeah,
But-
so true. She's actually lost when this is out. We're just hoping to promote
Or I
it.
won.
Or she won by the time. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
You know what a woman of color has never won? So
Just so you
But
know.
last year a trans
trans
person-
comic.
a trans comic one.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sean
well,
Shanty. Marastica.
Marastica.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
Shit, Shanty
they
Marastica?
won. They
It's a fabulous
yeah,
name.
Yeah.
but not my ethnic
And like an,
POC. a
yeah, a
POC.
POC
Person of
woman
color.
has not.
for those of you who
A
don't
female.
know.
A female
POC
person of color
That's
has
awesome.
never.
has never won. So Andrea's gonna be the first.
You're gonna be the first person.
Thank
So
you.
so I think we're gonna try and do. We had an idea as a closer.
Ooh,
Yep.
We're gonna do
We're trying
a
it with you for
game.
the first time.
A game of fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
amazing.
So it's the first one.
The first
So if anyone doesn't know that game, you
So-
put 3 people out, and then you have to fuck one of them, marry one of them, and kill one of them.
Yeah.
If
so,
anyone's
and
done.
we encourage reasoning.
Yes.
Okay.
Lay it
So
out.
don't
back
just be
it
like,
up.
oh fuck no, this one. Yeah.
Oh, of course I'm gonna
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah, explain. So we said for you we would do comedy or comedy adjacent.
Okay.
So the first one is Will Ferrell.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
big
really
dog.
get into it.
Okay. Adam
Okay,
Sandler.
We're going there. Okay.
Adam Sandler, young or old. Yeah,
can be
Adam
whatever.
Sandler as a whole,
Okay.
and Dane Cook.
Oh my god.
Andrea hates
Oh my
Jake.
god. I mean, like I don't, because I know he's very famous, very successful, very. It's very, but he's like dating a young. Okay, she's so young. She's like
Who's he dating?
like a 19-year-old.
Whoa.
He's like 40 something.
Yeah, that's the thing that bugs me. That's okay. So we were talking about exes, that whole thing. She's dated a lot of older guys, and that creeps me out. That's what creeps me out. I think girls or guys who date younger girls, I think is the fucking grossest thing ever. I think it's like taking advantage of like a naive young girl. Like, it's gross.
So you're like, fuck Dane Cook.
I didn't know that about Dane Cook.
When you look so different, like when she looks like she could be your daughter, that's
When she could.
No, she
He was 21 when she was born, right? If she's 19 and he's like 40.
Yeah.
It's even on the math today. I swear to God, he's
wow.
Get in it.
I am a little Asian.
She's a little Asian.
So, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, Dane Cook.
Okay.
Yeah, lay it out.
Kill Dane Cook.
I think we saw that.
Because he's dating a child, and Will. Wait, who's more rich?
Oh, Sandler is way
Really?
Damn
You
it.
think so?
Damn it! I was hoping
by
Will
far.
Ferrell would be more rich because
That's what I thought, too.
I like him better. I think. Okay.
Do you think that he would have an ego? Like, I feel like if
Sandler? No,
I think Will Ferrell would. Like, he would always just be like,
I know that Sandler's
Maybe
one of the
he's a
most
down-to-earth
down to
guy.
earth dudes ever.
Really? Okay, I would marry him
Okay.
then. I would marry him then.
I
like down to earth people.
He's been married to like his wife since like Saturday Night Live days. Like,
I like
probably
that.
like 25, 30
But
years.
I think Will Ferrell has done that too.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
They both seem like the same person but different versions.
I just wanted to put one really ugly person in there. And Will Ferrell. I was just like, Will Ferrell's pretty gross.
he's always got that belly.
Yeah, that and like his
And a scar.
and his body hair always looks like
It's curly.
like an afro.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Okay.
always just like,
We're
So
getting
who,
very
so
detailed.
who you gonna fuck?
I'll fuck Will Ferrell
all right.
And marry Adam?
because I like Adam.
I feel like Adam Sandler just like is just a sweet man.
he seems chill. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
really nice.
he seems very genuine because like a lot of his movies even.
He probably
are,
looks like he tips a lot on a bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just to
I
be,
did
like, a good
background
guy.
work in one of his movies. I did background work in Pixels, and he was very sweet to work for. Even as a background actor, where you don't really like do much with the director, but he was funny too when he was directing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thanks, Andrea.
Oh,
that was
okay,
awesome.
that's
That was our
it.
first
Okay.
episode.
First
Cool.
episode, everybody. Yes.
Yeah,
Yay.
awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody tune in for our second episode. Why are you pushing me?
He was like so away from the mic there. He was like,
Oh.
anyways.
Keeping you in check.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boy. So that's the first episode of You Again.
Yes.
You can check us out online. Our Instagram is
Is at You Again Podcast. We'll also have the link for the YouTube, so you could see this video. And if I don't know how you'd be even seeing it if you're not on YouTube.
Yeah.
But we'll have the link for everything in our Instagram and in the bio.
And
stuff.
Andrea, where can we find you on social media?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at Andrea Jin. So AndreaJin for Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter, Andrea H Jin. I couldn't get Andrea Jin, motherfuckers.
Too many gins.
And also
Too many gins.
Yeah, that's it. Like Facebook, I guess you can follow me,
Yeah.
Andrea H Jin. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And then for me, it's at Steve Girardet. And
For me, it's at Brighton Collins. We lucked
easy.
out on ours.
And we'll put them here on the screen.
I don't know if that's even possible. I don't even know where we're at with that, but we'll
Yes.
put it somewhere for everyone to
Right here.
right here.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks, guys. That was awesome.